Hello everyone and welcome to your daily December download, and today we're going to just be making a Sonic tier list. A new Sonic game came out, a bunch of new Sonic games came out this year, so it's time for me to go through and, rank them all. At least the ones I've played. I haven't played every single Sonic game, but I've played a lot of them, and this list seems to be in chronological order, so that works out. So Sonic 1. Ooh, okay. Sonic 1, I bounce it around a lot. And just so there's clarification, with S tier, I consider that a 10 out of 10. A tier is a 9. B is an 8. C is a 7. And 6. And D is 6. And F is 5 and below. Just so everyone's on the same page. So when I think about also these won't be like ordered in, I guess I should order them. I'll try and do that for the sake of the video. But first up, Sonic 1 B tier. Sonic 1, great game. I think most people are really bad at it. I used to not like Sonic 1 a lot, but there are so many shortcuts and ways to get through the game at a really quick pace that I actually find myself enjoying it a lot. Labyrinth Zone, there's ways to skip the entire water section. And in Act 1 and Act 3, Act 2 is the only one you really have to play, and that's the least egregious one. I like Scrap Brain. Starlight's also great. I have no beef with Marble Zone. There's some parts with it. I have a whole video about Sonic 1. And I bounce between a high 7 and an 8, but I think over time I think an 8 is a good score. Like, it barely makes it into 8 category just because it's so replayable, but I let it have an 8 out of 10. Especially in the Origins version where now we have the drop dash added into it and the spin dash. It's great. I haven't played the Game Gear versions of any of these games because I play them for 2 seconds and then I get bored. So Sonic 2, C tier. See, this is going to be the first thing that's going to make people angry. See, I like Sonic 2, but I think it's too simple. And then it kind of just falls off at the end of the game. Again, have a whole video on it. But Sonic 2 starts off strong, but really, really easy, like hold right to win easy. The first Emerald Hill is not a hard level, Ganora's Chemical Plant, and I think they don't benefit from exploration as much. And there's not a lot of routes of like, oh man, this was a cool shortcut that I found. It's a lot of it is just kind of like hold right and you'll get to the end. And then when the game gets later into the game, while there is some cool stuff here and there, like there's cool, like you cannot touch the floor in aquatic bit. Oh, what's that? aquatic, not aquatic mine. Man, I can't remember. Aquatic Ruins. While you can't skip, you can skip the water in Aquatic Ruins. There's a cool shortcut in Chemical Plant. The game has less of those as it goes on and becomes very, very, just kind of like getting to the end really quickly. And the levels are really short for the first half, and in the second half they become a little egregious. I still think it's a good game. I've replayed Sonic 2 a lot. I just think that Sonic 1 is more consistently designed in a way that's more enjoyable for me, of finding secrets in the level and skipping shit. Sonic CD. 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. I don't like Sonic CD. Sonic CD it's like Sonic 1 but worse for me. It's very much a sequel to Sonic 1, and while I do like the explorative nature of the game, I can appreciate that. The problem is, if you're not trying to 100% the game is a worse game, which is a problem. The game should be fun on a baseline and then become a reason why I should 100% it. Sonic CD doesn't do that. The levels are way too short. They're shorter than Sonic 2. A lot of the gimmicks aren't that fun. And the best part about it is its music and graphics. And that's about it. But I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of how it's designed, where it's only kind of engaging if you have to track down the go into the level and track down the robot generators, or if you try collecting 50 rings to get to the end of the level. If the game is only fun when you're trying to get a completion bonus, you've not made a very good game, in my opinion. Yeah. And I used to try to like this game a lot when I was younger, but I have since just gone like, oh no, I just do not like this game. Alright, next up. I think that's Sonic Spinball. Definitely Sonic Spinball's worse than Sonic CD. I do not like Sonic Spinball. I never beaten it. I got to like the 3rd level, I think, and I was like, I'm not having fun. But I also don't like pinball that much. I'm not a pinball guy. I hear if you like pinball, the game's fun. But I don't like pinball, so it doesn't appeal to me at all. So I'm good. I don't need it in my life. Next we got Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, which it's Puyo Puyo. And Puyo Puyo's great. That's literally the reason it's up here. It's Puyo Puyo. And Puyo Puyo's a good game. So, this game is a good game by association. Alright, it looks like, is that Sonic 3 or Sonic? They have Sonic 3 and Knuckles separate? Oh no. That's gross. That's gross. Well, Sonic 3 and Knuckles is a 10 out of 10. Like, all together. Like, all together as a complete package, 10 out of 10. But, separately? Man, I do not like how he did that. You know what? I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna fix that right now. Give me a second. There we go. So I've just added Sonic 3 and Knuckles to it. So Sonic 3 by itself is a 9 out of 10. Love Sonic 3 by itself. Sonic 3 by itself, it's a very short game, but it's really, really good. Really good flow, has some of the best levels. Ice Cap, Angel Island, amazing. Amazing game all by itself. Sonic and Knuckles by itself is a little weaker. It's better than Sonic 1, but it's a little it's a little weaker where it slips it down to an 8 because it feels weird. It doesn't feel like a full game. Sonic 3 kind of feels like a full game by itself. Sonic and Knuckles feels like a half sequel instead of a full sequel. And that's why Sonic 3 and Knuckles as one game is perfection. It's the best one. Out of the classic era. It stands ahead above the rest. It's cut above the rest, as they say. Amazing level design, like the story elements, and gameplay is fun. It heals the shit. Have not played most of these. 3D Blast! I do not rock with 3D Blast. I guess I've only played the Genesis version. This is bad. I've never beaten it. It makes me sick to play it. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good at all. It's very, very annoying to play. It is. I don't like it. I do not like the isometric view at all. It's dog shit. It's bad. Get rid of it. I never want to see it again. That was bad. The isometric view. I don't like going around collecting flickies instead of just going through a level. That's lame and boring, and that's fine for like a side mission or a side challenge, but like not the whole game. And it's just not fun. It's not fun to look at. It's not fun to play. It's all around pretty terrible, and probably like one of the worst classic Sonic games, and probably one of the worst, and definitely one of the worst Sonic games ever played. Sonic the Fighters is in B tier. I think it's pretty, it's like, Sonic the Fighters is just really fun. I'm not very good at it, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not good at it at all, but it is definitely one of the only Sonic fighting games, so I only got so much mileage. It's definitely very fun. It's a good fighting game, it's a good virtual fighter type, but, you know, it's kind of technical. It's so you actually do have to try to like learn and master stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not very experienced with 3D fighters. I'm more a 2D fighter guy, and I think this game's fun. I'm not very good at it, but I do think it is of high quality. It is a solid 8 out of 10. Put in pretty clearly B tier. All right, Sonic Adventure. Pretty easy. I would put Sonic Adventure over Sonic 3. Would I? Sonic Adventure below or above Sonic 3. That's a hard call to make. I would say Sonic Adventure is better than Sonic 3 because it's more complete. I'll give it that. I'll give it the completion bonus. But yeah, no, Sonic Adventure, great. I talked about it pretty recently in my top games of all time list, and this is pretty squarely there. I love most of the game except Big, and I can go back to it almost any time and have a great time playing it. Their first foray into 3D, and it's pretty amazing. I'm so happy. Oh, Sonic Jam's here. Sonic Jam. It's an 8 out of 10 collection. It is an 8 out of 10 collection. The Sonic World thing kind of carries it over. Other than that, it would just be a 7 out of 10 collection, but the Sonic World thing gives it that extra push to push it above. Before it has all the extras and but the problem is that while they did remake the old games, I've seen like I've played through them and they're like fine. The sound effects are a little off and that bothers me. But besides that, I've seen some other people play and there's lag on some people. There's lag in versions, lag for me on my end sometimes also. Seeing other people encounter major bugs that aren't in the original game. It's not a perfect port of those games. There are better ports out there, but it is a very solid collection, especially for the time period. Alright, so next on the list, Sonic Adventure 2. God, I used to love Sonic Adventure 2. Most people wouldn't assume that now, but Sonic Adventure 2 used to be like better than Sonic Adventure 1. It was like my second favorite Sonic game under Generations as a kid. But over time, I've grown sour on it. You know, all the hundreds of hours I spent have made me grow sour on the game and go like, oh, this is a problem. Oh, this is a problem. Oh, this is not very good. Oh, this is kind of boring. The thing is, I actually like the treasure hunting stage. I like half the game. Most people say, oh, only 1/3 of the game is good. No. Half the game is good. Sonic stages are good, and certain ones of Shadows are good. Not all of Shadows. Final Chase is not a very good stage, and Radical Highway is very bland. But it's like, but White Jungle and Skyrail are great. But his first and second ones are just okay. They're like the worst speed stages in the game. But like there's the speed stages, like with Sonic and half a Shadow. Then there's Knuckles stages. I like all the Knuckles treasure hunting stages, like full stop. I like all of them. And then there's the Eggman stages, which I actually like the Eggman stages. They're the worst parts, but I do like them. Now, I do not like any of Tails' stages, really. I do not like any of Rouge's stages, really. And that brings the whole game down because they take up a good portion of the campaign. And also the Dark Side story has terrible pacing because there's only 4 speed levels in it when that's the main appeal of the damn game. Because Sonic Adventure 2 was only supposed to have Sonic, Knuckles, and Eggman in the game. That's the only people who were going to be playable, but Sonic fans had to be babies and cry for Tails to be playable. So then Tails became playable. They also had to create a counterpart for Knuckles, and they also had to It's like, and they also had to make Shadow playable for Sonic, so they gave Shadow some of Sonic's levels, which is why Skyrail is so good, because it was actually just a Sonic level. And also kind of messes with the game's story, because Skyrail in the story makes no damn sense. The story of Sonic Adventure 2 is not very good. Sonic SA2 fans will defend that game to their dying breath, and it's like, no, the story's stupid. I enjoy it, but it's not good. Stop lying to yourself. If this was a movie, you would rip it to shreds. You're only giving it an excuse because it's Sonic the Hedgehog and a video game you liked when you were a child. It is not that well written. It has some good themes that are executed okay, but the best thing about the game is the character interactions, not the actual fucking narrative. The narrative is pretty bad to mediocre, I guess. And also the levels are the speed stages in Adventure 2, while fun, are hallways. They are very fun hallways, but still hallways if you're playing a speed character. City Escape is very linear. Very linear. It's basically a bunch of hallways with some turns in it. It feels enclosed. Never in Sonic Adventure 2 do I ever feel like I'm in an area to explore, except Final Rush, which is the biggest area in the game. Every other level is pretty much hallways or corridors that you're running through at pretty high speeds and testing your reaction time. Again, I will state it again. It is very fun, but a hallway is still a damn hallway. When the series could do better than a hallway. And I think that's why it brings it down, because Sonic Adventure was very open, had a lot of open areas, and there are multiple pathways and all that stuff in Adventure 2, and there are a lot of fun things you could do, like in Radical Highway, where you could jump off and then you could actually take a secret pathway to wrap around the building. It's awesome, it's cool, that's a cool feature, but the game does not do a lot of that. It's not very inventive most of the time, and to play the levels most effectively, it's also, you can't even go through it at the fastest speed. You gotta go through it with style, which ruins the ranking system to a certain degree, because the style system is underutilized. I've had a lot of complaints. I have a whole playthrough of Sonic Adventure 2 where I complain about it half the time and praise it the other half. I have very conflicting feelings on this game. Can't wait to make a video about it one day. It is... But like as of now, especially like off of the other playthroughs, 7 out of 10. It's a good game, but it has tons of flaws and makes me feel very mixed on it most of the time. I don't know why battle is separate. They're the same thing. I guess I'll give it a higher thing for multiplayer. Sonic Advance. Sonic Advance is pretty good. I like it. It's a good game. I think I would definitely rank it above Sonic 2, but like it's a good game. It's a good game. Now I'm really thinking about it. I haven't played Sonic Advance in a minute, so I'm kind of tentative on whether I should put it in the 8 out of 10 category. It's been a minute since I played it. You know what? Let's check a more recent version of me playing stuff. Let's go to my backlog. What did I rate Sonic Advance? And that's where we'll put it. Because that was closer. So I gave it an 8 out of 10. So I'm gonna trespass me with that 8 out of 10. I'm gonna trespass me. I'm gonna trust him. Because like I can't, it's like, but because I couldn't even decide it, I'll put it below Sonic and Knuckles. I'll put it below Sonic and Knuckles. I can see it being better than Sonic 1. But I'll put it below Sonic and Knuckles. But like, yeah, Sonic Advance, 4 playable characters, the levels are really fun, it's a very engaging game to play. I really much enjoy it. I think that the later games sometimes do a lot of things better of it. I understand why someone could like this game the most out of the Advance series. I think the music's really bad. The music's not very good. I mean, like, the melodies are sometimes okay, but like, I don't like how it sounds on the Game Boy Advance. The sound chip was terrible. But, yeah, I think... I think Sonic Advance being 8 is fair, considering my past rate. I will trust my past self on that one, because it's just been a while since I played it. I guess these are all the McDonald's games. I never played those. Sonic Advance 2. Definitely on the closer to the top, like, of 8 out of 10. I really rock with Sonic Advance 2. Sonic Advance 2 is better Sonic Advance. It's faster. It's faster, the level design's more fun, I love the boost mechanic, all of it's great. The only reason that's stopping it from being a 9 is those bosses are absolutely dog ass. I don't like the bosses in that game. I do not like them. They're kind of bullshit, honestly, sometimes, especially the later ones. I do not like the bosses. I love Sonic Advance 2, but I hate the bosses. If the bosses were good, I'd probably give the game a 9 out of 10. But, I love the levels, hate the bosses. Bosses bring the whole game down for me. I'm not joking. It's that bad. Sonic Advance 2 really gets ruined by the bosses. I'm putting DX in there. You know what? I'll just take this out. Just take it out. Just leave Sonic. Just leave Sonic Battle there. Because if he's putting the re-releases, it's like... that gets complicated, so I'll just... Actually... Just put it. There we go. Works. Okay. Alright. Sonic Heroes. People are gonna be mad at me for this. It's not here. It's definitely not here, and definitely not here. It's not up here. It's like, I would say right here. I like Sonic Heroes a lot. When it works, it's amazing. When it doesn't work, it's frustrating, but there have been multiple times where I've loaded up and played just the Sonic's campaign in that game. Team Sonic's campaign, and just had a blast from beginning to end. Love the levels, love the style, love the graphics, I love the music. It's probably Jun Sonoi's best work is in this game, in my opinion. I always have a fun time playing this. It's very light on story, and the Chaotix missions suck. I think if the Chaotix missions weren't in the game, it would be a 9 out of 10, and if the game was more polished, it would definitely be a 9 out of 10. But the game is janky, it's broken in a lot of places, but I still give it an 8 out of 10 because I have so much damn fun when I'm playing. Love Sonic Heroes, really fun. It's great 75% of the time. I also stream this game, so you're gonna probably find the stream for that game and see how I feel about it. Alright. What's next? Haven't played Sonic Battle. I've never gotten past like the first 2 levels in Sonic Advance 3. I don't feel comfortable enough making a decision on that. Sonic Jump, I never played. Shadow the Hedgehog, dog ass. Dog ass. I haven't... no, this is like my least favorite Sonic game. No, that game is ass. I hate having to play it like 30 times to beat it. I don't like the controls that much. I think that they actually they did improve the controls a little bit from the game. Like they had the light speed dash on a separate button. They mastered the rail switching. Everything was working perfectly fine in the control department, besides a little bit more slippery than Sonic Heroes even. But oh, the mission structure's so bad. I do not like the idea of defeating 40 enemies in a level or 40 gun soldiers in a level, and that's the first fucking mission you get in the game. No, I'm sorry. I have better things to do with my time. I have a life to live. I'm not doing that. I still have not 100%ed all the campaigns for Shadow the Hedgehog. I've only played this game on neutral, and where I just raced to the end, and it's still not good because the story's also bad. Everything about this game is bad. It is probably my least favorite Sonic game of all time, and the only way you could ever like this game is if you have an insane amount of nostalgia for it. It destroyed Shadow as a character. It destroyed Shadow as a character. Its gameplay is trite, and it has terrible mission structure. I fucking hate this game. Sonic Rush. Okay, Sonic Rush is hard. The bosses keep it from being higher. I don't know what Dimps is. Dimps cannot. Dimps in boss fights were so bad in this era, man. They were so bad at boss fights. Sonic Rush is an amazing game. I love Sonic Rush. Love Sonic Rush. I think it's the first Sonic game I ever played. Was this game? It is so good. I love the levels. I love what it does. I love the music. I love the boost. It's the first instance of the boost. It's great. It's great. We did it. But, you know, those bosses are really lame. I don't like them. And they are so long, and they drag down the score of the game from a 9 for me, I feel. Alright. Sonic Riders. Sonic Riders. I'm giving it a 7 for lacking content. It would probably be an 8 out of 10 for the fun factor alone, but goddamn, there's no content. There's no content. You only have so much. It's very fun to play with friends if they also know how to play the game, and it's a good romp, but holy shit, dude. No content. No content. It gets kind of boring to play after a while just because there's not many levels in the game to play. And that really holds it back from being a great game. Because it's good. It's a solid game. Wish Zero Gravity was better. I haven't, like, just let it give a heads up. I never got far enough in Zero Gravity to give it a solid rating. Thought it was okay. Worse Sonic Riders, but... yeah, no. Okay, next, 06. Okay. 06, definitely worse. Definitely worse. Better than Spin... I would rather play 06 over 3D Blast. This is like a 4 out of 10, by the way, so like, this shows what the rest of these are. But, yeah, no, I'd definitely rather play 06 than 3D Blast and Shadow the Hedgehog. It's not good. It's a bad game. Everyone knows why it's bad. I don't need to get into it. It's Sonic 06. I think it's not the worst thing ever, and I think that Project 6 proved that it had a really good blueprint, but the glitches, the slowness, the frame rate, everything is just so terrible about that game that it just is not worth anyone's time outside of, like, the Project 06 remake. Sonic Rivals. I say it's like a 6. I would say it's okay. It's okay to good. It's like riding that fine line. I'm just gonna put it in D tier. Because it is fun. Like, it's fun, but kind of mindless. It doesn't really stick with you that long. But it's kind of fun when you're playing it, so it's okay. Like, it's a solid 6 out of 10. I would say it's almost to a 7 out of 10. I just can't feel comfortable giving it anything higher than a 6. And I didn't even play through all the campaigns. I think I only played through Sonic's, and I thought the game was okay. Like, it's okay. It's a solid, okay game that, like, could probably stand to be a bit better. Sonic and the Secret Rings? Trash. Trash, 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 trash. Better than Shadow the Hedgehog just because it doesn't make me play the game like 30 times. But, trash. I don't like the controls. The controls kill the game for me. I like the style of the game. I like Jason. I like the story. I like the idea. I hate the controls. And the controls are the basis of the entire game. So if I don't like the controls, it's not going to feel good. Even playing with a controller. I played this game with a controller, mixing and it still just does not feel good to play. The game feel of it is so dependent on the motion controls and the turning, and I do not rock with it at all. Do not like it. I do not like the controls. Even when they are functioning at 100% of the time, it doesn't matter. The controls are not for me, and they're not very good in my opinion. Next up, Sonic Rush Adventure. Nah. See, this is what's gonna piss people off. See, Rush Adventure is better than Rush. I don't know how people can, the levels are better. Levels are way better. They have way more going on. The music's also still good, even though it's not the original composer. I think it was Tonio Otani who was just copying the style. I love the boat minigames. I love the bosses are not absolute dog water. Yeah, no, great, amazing, even 9 out of 10, easy. I beat it and I was like, this is amazing. I love this game. This game's so good. It is such a good game. Even with the grinding? Oh, boo-hoo! You have to replay levels in a Sonic game to collect items. Oh man, woe is me. I have to replay such good levels, man. Oh, it sucks so bad. Oh man, I can't imagine having to replay good levels. It's what I would be doing anyway. I never had to grind because I was replaying levels for fun. People are weird. You guys play Sonic games weird. Why do you guys play Sonic games like one and done? Don't you guys like want to get good at levels? That's what I do. I replay levels multiple times sometimes before I move on, unless I'm streaming a game. Ay, people are weird. I've never played too much of Sonic Rivals 2. I never played Mario and Sonic. I think I played it at a cousin's house one time, but I've never put any serious time into it. Neither the DS version. Sonic Rise Zero Gravity, haven't played enough to have a solid opinion on it. I don't know what that is. Mobile game. Never played Sonic Chronicles. Which one's Sonic Unleashed? One's the Wii version, one's the console version. Well, I've never played the Wii. I'm gonna assume this is the console version. Unleashed. Unleashed is a 7 out of 10. It's better than SA2. It's better than SA2. But the same things a lot of people say. The daytime stages are good. The graphics are amazing. Werehog brings it down. And not because, oh man, Sonic can't have a Werehog form. Oh, that's so silly and stupid. I mean, it is silly and stupid, but I could rock with it. I could rock a lot of things with this franchise. And Sonic but the nighttime stages have a major problem. The levels have no enemy variety. And also, they take so long because you're looking for medals. You can beat a Werehog level pretty fast if you're just running to the end, but you're not going to do that because you need to search for medals, and if you don't know where they are, they last forever. And the music and the levels with the battle theme, it gets annoying after a while, even though it's a solid track. But god damn it, dude. It's the Werehog has fun combos that you can do. They have fun things you can do. I love that you can like punch some enemies, put them in a Shoryuken, and then grab them and slam them straight back into the ground. That's cool. Problem is, I'm fighting Egg Robos in level 1, and I'm fighting the exact same enemies in the Eggman land. Nothing fucking changed. The game never evolved. I got slightly stronger variants of enemies, and the witches got introduced, and one of them shoots plasma and the other one shoots fire. That's it. The enemy variety in this game is so bad, and that's what takes it down, the Werehog. That's what makes the Werehog such a slog. You never are getting anything that challenges you on a combat level. The fact that you can beat the game by mashing square and just upping your strength, that is a gameplay issue. That is not the player choosing to play boring. Why would the player choose to do something more interesting if literally the whole game never encourages them to experiment ever? Even the shield enemies. You know how you beat the shield enemies? Just keep punching them and eventually the shield will drop. You don't have to do anything creative. No getting behind them, no grabbing the shield and throwing it back at them. Nothing like that. If there's a shield, if you just keep punching them hard enough or use your heavy attack, you'll win. That's so lame. And I don't understand. I understand why Sonic fans don't get it. It's because they don't play other video games. They don't play any other action games. They never played a Devil May Cry. They never played a God of War. They never played. Metal Gear Rising. They just play Sonic and go like, "Ooh man, this is cool to me," because it's your baby's first God of War, and it's not even that good. You have to make it fun. That's not okay. The medal requirements are astronomically high by the end of the game, where no matter who you are, if it's your first time playing, you will be backtracking a shitload. And I know I said earlier, oh, grinding in Sonic levels to progress is fine. But the problem is the medals you need are not in the stages that are the most fun. They're in the Werehog stages. You need the daytime ones because you need to max out your daytime counter to beat the game for some reason, not your nighttime one. You can get through the game pretty easily in the nighttime, but the daytime requirements are so high that you will be fighting for your fucking life to find those last few sun medals. It's not okay. The game has tons of issues. The story is not as all good as it cracked up to be. It doesn't even have a second act. The whole part in the middle is kind of just, the only interesting thing happening there is the Amy stuff, and even then that just gets resolved immediately, and then Amy's just sitting there for the whole game and doesn't get a cutscene till the finale. The game doesn't have a real narrative. It has a great tone, it has good characterization, it has good character interactions, even though Tails and Amy never interact the entire fucking game despite standing right next to each other, which is a big problem with Sonic in general that I have, but you know, that's a different, that's for another day. But it's not a perfect game. It has really fun levels and it has a great scale and has great budget. Final boss is cool, but holy shit, dude. There's so much tedium involved in getting through that whole game that, yeah, it feels better in retrospect when you beat it, but so you can just play the things that enjoyed and go through the Werehog levels at a really fast rate. So the Werehog levels are not that bad. Again, I like them, they're just a problem. If I hated them, the game would be ranked lower. I just have so many problems with them on a basic level that I cannot justify giving this game an 8 out of 10 when it has such a big dent on its whole gameplay loop, and it takes up a majority of the game. Never played the Wii version. Never played the mobile phone version. Sonic the Black Knight. Ooh. That's rough because I think it's a good game. I think it's a good game. Yeah, I think that's right. That's about right. It's a good game. Simple, short, but like when it's firing on cylinders, it's great. It's a good game. It's almost an 8 out of 10. Just needs a few more things here and there, but I actually like interacting with all the extra missions in Black Knight. And I don't mind waggling the Wii remote, and I think the bosses were pretty cool. I like the story a lot, and I like the characterization of Sonic a lot. It's Jason Griffith's best performance. It's the 4Kids cast last hurrah. It's very good. I like the game. It's good. I like it. I like it. It's hard. It's a very simple game. You know, Sonic with a sword doesn't deter me. It's cool. I like how it feels. Its combat is very simple, but you know, it's a Wii game. Like, there's only how complex it could be. But I do think the game is really fun. I think it's a good, solid game, and could be a bit better if it had more mainline content. Mario and Sonic at the Winter Olympic Games. Okay, how come he doesn't have the DS version for this one? Oh no, he does. Well, one of these has to be the DS version. I'm deciding this one's the DS version. Ooh. I know it's an 8 out of 10, but where do I rank it on the 8 out of 10? I would say it is definitely more polished. Sonic Heroes. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna put it. So, Mario and Sonic Olympic Winter Games on the DS is the only Mario and Sonic Olympic games I've ever really owned or played, and it is so fun, and it is definitely the best one. I love the dream events. I love the sports itself. It's very arcadey. I rock with it. That's my thing. It's like the Mario and Sonic crossover is fine, and I think it's It's the only, I played the other ones casually, but this is the one that I own, and for me it is the best one. The DS version of Mario Sonic. I hear the Wii version is also really good. So I plan to check that out one day, but as of right now, this is the only one I've played, and it is really fun. Very good sports mini game collection, with also a good story mode. All right. Okay, so Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed. This is a good racing game. This is a good. I grew up with the DS version, which was really fun, but I did move over to the PC version as I'm older, and the game is fun. It is good, but I would probably never really go back to it. It's better than Riders. It's better than Riders. That's why I'm like, it has to be like it's a 7. It's better than Riders, but I gotta think, is it better than Sonic 1? Is it better than Sonic 1? That's what I gotta ask myself. It's like I know it's better than Riders. Is it better than Black Knight? Maybe. It could be seen that way. I haven't thought about a genuine rating for this game in a minute, so like I'm really thinking here. Sonic, it's like, is it better than Sonic? Like, it has good tracks, it has good characters, the guys were pretty good at the time. It has cheap voice lines because they're just all reused instead of recorded new for the game. It is a Mario Kart clone through and through, but it does have the missions and the shop. I think that can probably make up for it. Like, the levels are fun. They're really fun fucking levels. It's just that they're... I think maybe I can give it the 8. Now, I can maybe give it the 8, but this is better than Sonic 1. Ooh. I would say it's below Sonic 1. It's below Sonic 1, so it's somewhere between Sonic 1. Now, is it better than Black Knight? Yeah. I would say it's better than Black Knight. It has far more content. So, if I had to choose, I guess I'd put it at the bottom of 8 out of 10? Yeah, that's a good place for it. I think that's a really good place for it. I'm confident with that. I'm confident. Alright. Oh, let's get to the... Oh, man, the 2010s. The mid. Alright, so, here's Sonic 4. Trash. I'd rather play it than 3D Blast, but I'd play it 06 over it. At least 06 tries. This is dog ass. I don't like this game. I don't like it at all. It's not good at all. It's really bad. Really bad. Not a Sonic 4 Defender. Do not expect me to rock with it. I don't like the soundtrack. I don't like how it looks. I don't like how it feels. I don't like anything about it. Really. It's pretty, like, I could get through Splash Hill, and that's about it. That's all you're getting out of me. No. And the final boss, I hate the final boss. No, you cannot get you can catch me fucked up with that. Sonic Colors, easy 8 out of 10. Easy 8 out of 10. Now, where does it land? It's better than Heroes. It's a bit, I would say it's better than Sonic and Knuckles. It's better than Advance 2. It's not better than Sonic Rush. Sonic Colors is a good game. Y'all just play it wrong. See, the thing is, I play Sonic Colors, like, the first time through Sonic Colors is your first playthrough with the game. Not that it's bad, like, not that it, like, oh yeah, you only, it's just that the game is designed around you using the Wisp abilities. So you're supposed to come back to the levels with those abilities. That's how the game is objectively designed. It's for you to play through the game once, and now you have all the Wisp abilities, now go have fun with the levels again. So I do that, and I love going through Egg Shuttle and just blasting through the game. The game is so fun, and even those short acts, especially if you're playing them in short Egg Shuttle, who cares? Who cares if they're short? Who cares if they're short? The main acts still exist, and the short acts are fine. There's only a few with that yellow spring gimmick that I don't like, and there's a few, and also I think the game could stand to have more 3D sections because those sections are fun when they're in the game. But I'm not gonna say the game is sit here and call the game bad just because it has short acts sometimes, or that oh man, it forces me to interact with the mechanics. It's like no, dude, it's the gameplay loop. That's like going into a Mario game and not using any of the power-ups and calling it boring. Why are you playing the Mario game then? The game was asking you to use these power-ups. Use them. People need to stop saying a thing with gimmicks of like they shouldn't exist in a game. If a game has a gimmick, interact with it. Don't try and go like, oh, but I don't want to interact with the gimmick. Nigga, then you're gonna have a worse time. You can't say the game isn't fun if you're not interacting with the gimmick, the main mechanic. Like, it's like I complained about Sonic CD about having to 100% the game or go for a very specific sense of completion that doesn't add anything to the gameplay. It just makes it where you have to explore the levels. That's a little. I'm not saying you have to go collect red rings to have fun in Sonic Colors. I'm saying this is like saying you should use the fucking spin dash in Sonic 2. Use the wisps. They're good for you. You use power-ups in Mario, right? Use them. Find them in creative and inventive ways, and you can do some major skips or some cool design. The levels are very tightly designed in this game. They have tons of little interweaving pathways if you use the fucking wisps. Just use them. They're part of the game. Now this is gonna piss people off. I grew up with the DS version, by the way. I played it a lot as a kid. It was my preferred version for a really long time because I used to not like colors. Wii, but like as I've gotten older, it was just kind of boring. It's like the worst Sonic Rush. Like I was kind of falling asleep at the wheel a little bit playing it. I think it has some cool ideas. It has the burst wisps. I think it has some fun gimmicks in the level designs a lot of time, like, you know, the hot air balloon with the burst wisps or some specified level gimmicks, and I like that it has the cameos of all the other characters, but it's just kind of boring. I kind of turn my brain off when I'm playing it, and that's not very good. I think it has quality behind it, but I just think it gets kind of draining to play. Alright. Gens. Best game. Easy. Favorite game of all time. Favorite Sonic game. Classic and modern. The stages, the bosses, the rival battles. All of it is top notch. Only thing that they could improve is the story and player expression. And we have on our hands another banger. Too bad everyone who made this game no longer works at Sonic Team. I'm gonna try and avoid the re-releases. I never played the... Well, I did play. Ooh, Sonic 4 Episode 2. Sonic 4 Episode 2 is okay. That's okay. I like it. I think I enjoy it more than a lot of people. I think it's a solid, okay, good game. You know, it's okay. It's okay. It's good. The graphics are better, the level design's better, it feels better. It's okay. I like that game. Not gonna hardcore defend it, but it's good. Sonic All-Stars Racing right here. This is the best racing game of all time. I've discussed it before. Best racing game ever made. You could fight me about Mario Kart all you want. You'll lose. This game has more mechanics. This game has better balancing. This game has more fun characters. Well, that's just subjective. But, you know, I will fight tooth and nail for this game any day of the goddamn week. This game is amazing. Alright? No disrespect to the GOAT. Sonic Fighters re-release. Sonic Dash. Well, I've played Sonic Dash. Sonic Dash is a solid mobile game, and that's about it. 7 out of 10. It's okay. Solid mobile game. Actually, let me put it there. Yeah, that seems right. Ooh, this is going to anger a lot of people. So, okay. I actually like Sonic Lost World. It's a 7 out of 10 Sonic game for me. Now, I've never actually thought about how this ranks in order, so I'm deciding this in real time. Is it better than Adventure 2? Yeah, it's better than Adventure 2. It's better than Adventure 2. It's a 7 out of 10. This is better than Adventure 2. Better than Unleash? I guess not. I'll put it right above SA2, right under Sonic Unleashed and Sonic 2. People are gonna be really mad about with this placement being above SA2. But I like Lost World. It's a good game. All y'all just mean, oh, it's too much like Mario. Yeah, but is the game good? But is the game good? That's what really matters. I've never played Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric, or Shattered Crystal. Sonic Runners, on the other hand, was a really damn good mobile game. It was a really damn solid mobile game. Damn solid. I would say it's I like it better than Colors just because it's addicting. It's addicting. It's not better than Rush because Rush would just be higher fed. But this is like a damn good mobile game. Damn good mobile game. Too bad it got shut down because the gacha elements were too egregious that no one wanted to spend money on it. Like, you gotta have a perfect balance, but like now that there was the Reloaded project and you could just play it for fun, it is addicting once you get in it. Really fun. Love this game a lot. Actually, would I rank it above Colors? No, I'm thinking about it. Yeah. I think that's fair. Yeah, I think right under Sonic Rush is fair. Alright. What's next? Sonic Dash 2. I actually think it's better Sonic Dash. I think it's good. The Enter B mechanic was fun. It was a good addition. I've never played Sonic Dash Extreme. I've never heard of that in my life. Never played any of these Mario, Rio games. Never played Fire and Ice. Runner's Adventure is garbage. Garbage. It ruined a really good game, and that's what's fucking... All of it's bad. It's not good. It's not fun. It's not as fast. It's lame. I hate it. It's not very good. Pisses me off. D tier, easy. Not even a conversation. Mario 20. Oh wait, there you guys are. Mania, easy 9 out of 10. Easy 9 out of 10. Right there. You deserve it, Mania. You're a good game. I have my issues with you. That stops you from being a 10 out of 10. But you're a good game. I rock with you. Yeah, for probably similar reasons as everybody else. Sonic Speed Battle. This is probably... Oh, God. I gotta be careful where I put this. Because it's in C tier. It's a real highly contested. It's better than Sonic Dash 2. Now, is it better than SA2? I would have to say no. It's better than Sonic. I dodged the bullet there. Oh, oh, man. I'm already losing subscribers. I need to lose more because of my own actions. Alright. Sonic Forces. Trash game. Better than 06, but trash game. It's very mediocre. It's like a direct 5 out of 10. It's very much not good. It's depressing how not good it is. It's very bland. I can tell that the people who made it wanted to, but they made the game in like a fucking year, so it was never gonna be anything special. And that is very depressing. It's like, it's not as bad as some people say it is. It's just embarrassingly mediocre. Team Sonic Racing, it's good. It is good. It's good. Better than Riders. It's good. It's an 8 out of 10 with friends, 7 out of 10 by yourself. It's an 8 out of 10 with friends, though. Just, it's a downgrade from the last two. And I grade it harsher because it has less of an excuse. It has less of an excuse than Sonic All-Stars Racing, which was just trying to be like a solid Mario Kart clone, and it was a solid Mario Kart clone. The sequel upped the ante and created a lot of its own mechanics. They're amazing. And balancing, and then Team Sonic Racing, while it does have some cool things with the Whisk, it has a story mode, which is okay, and it's like, but like, man, it just, the new track list is pretty minimal. It reuses a lot of old tracks throughout the history, which is kind of embarrassing. They should have made new ones, along with old ones. It lacks in online, it lacks in content. It's just kind of a disappointment of a game. It's still good because the base mechanics are good and the team mechanics are a good idea. It's an 8 out of 10 with friends, 7 out of 10 by yourself. Sonic Colors Ultimate. Like I said, I'm leaving re-releases out of it, but that would be like in the fucking F tier. It's a bad remaster of a good game. Sonic Speed Simulator. Oh, okay. I haven't played this in a while, but like when I did play it, it was really fucking good. I would say it's better than one. Okay, now it's a toss-up. I play Sonic Simulator over Unleash? Probably not. I'll keep Unleash where it is. Yeah, Sonic Simulator, it's good! It's good! It's fun to run around in it. It gets kind of boring after a while, but it is a good, solid Roblox game. I've never played anything else in Roblox, but it was fun to play, especially when that gap before Frontiers came out. The momentum was fun to roll around. I hear there were some production issues behind the scenes that I have nothing to do with. I don't really know too much about that. I'm just judging the games here, so don't get mad at me because I didn't rate it lower because of the business practices inside Game Mill or whatever. I think the game was good. It was fun to play, but I kind of fell off it pretty quickly after the initial hype of it. Because then we got real games. So, but it was very fun to play. It's still around now. I just don't pick it up. Alright, this is gonna piss people off. So, collection-wise, I think Sonic Origins is pretty neat. As I'm rating it as a collection. Did they put Mega Collection on here? They did not put Mega Collection on here. I guess it's because those were ports of old games instead of remakes, so I guess that makes sense. But yeah, I actually think this collection is perfectly fine. I think the Sonic 3 botch music, I never ran into too many bugs, and the bugs that I did run into seem to have been fixed, so I can't complain too much about it. I can't pretend to be angry about something that doesn't bother me, so I'm not going to. As a collection, it's an 8 out of 10, and I'll just put it right above Sonic Jam. Some people are going to be really mad about that. I think Sonic Jam is an overrated collection. Like, people act like it's perfect. I think there's a lot of good stuff in here. There's a lot of cool art. There's the music when you're looking around the art that you can turn on. Look at some comics. I think it's a good collection. It's a good collection. It's an 8 out of 10 collection. I can't pretend to be mad about something that doesn't bother me. Sonic Frontiers. Ooh, you barely make it, you motherfucker. You barely make it. Above Puyo Puyo. Ooh, you barely make it. Sonic Frontiers is a game that like barely makes it into 9 out of 10. I like it a lot because it specifically appeals to me, and I obviously like it. Look at how many hours I put into it on PlayStation. And it's like, and that's without like mods or anything. That's me just replaying the game in a speedrun fashion. But who fucking boy, you are so close to not making the cut. I hope you know that. I hope you know that. You're riding a fine line, Sonic Frontiers. A fine fucking line. Murder Sonic the Hedgehog. Psh, this is hard to rate. Because I'm mostly just giving it this for its writing, like, and in character interactions. And if I have to do that, I would say here seems reasonable. For Sonic the Hedgehog, I liked that a lot. It was very fun. April Fool's thing. I liked it. Way more effort was put into it than it had to. Love the music, love the art, all that stuff. Had a great time. Sonic Superstars. Oh, man. Okay. So, it's worse than Sonic Unleashed. I'd rather play Lost World. Now the question is it better than SA2? It's better than SA2. I'd rather play Lost World though. Yeah, no, the game's good. The game's good. If it was just the level pack, I think it would be like an 8, but like the bosses and everything kind of like bring it down. You can see bosses can really affect my score. I do think the game's good. It's solid. I have a good time. I even played it with some friends, and like we don't mind the chaotic multiplayer. We just kind of like laughed and like had some fun while playing it, and it was a good time. But I'm being so for real. It wasn't worth $60. Pick it up on sale for like 30 or 40, and you'll have a better time. It's good. Just not great. It's not bad. But, you know. And then Sonic Dream Team is right here, the newest Sonic game. 8 out of 10. And like I said, it's a high 8 out of 10. I like it more than Colors and Rush. I think it's real close to a 9. Let's see what happens when they add more content, more levels, or maybe my opinion changes. But like I was like kind of bouncing between a 7 and an 8 while I was playing it. But after finishing it, it was pretty locked in to be like a pretty mid to high 8. So I think putting it at the top of B is completely fair. People are gonna be really fucking mad at this list. And this is it in order. This is at least from memory, not playing them back to back. This is the order of Sonic games for me. Yeah. Nothing's really touched the 10 out of 10 category. These two are the newest 9 out of 10, so like that's good. That's good. 8 out of 10s. This is the newest 8 out of 10, along with Origins. Ooh. Oh, that's what happened. Sonic, it's like the 7 out of 10s are probably my most contentious, because I have some games that people consider the best games of all time in the series, right next to some of the games that people consider really bland. The D sections is surprisingly small. And the F. The F is not as high as some people's. I probably would be higher if I played all these fucking games. I highly doubt that a lot of but these are the games I've played and how I feel about them. Oh my god, it's the middle of the day. Well, this is my Sonic tier list. Tell me what you think. Tell me how wrong I am or how right I am. Let me maybe download this image. There we go. And I hope you guys have a good day. See you all tomorrow.